curler of Italy. And with commentary on this one, here is Anthony Corelli and Loretta Cusack-Dua.
Here you have it, BERNHOLM in the white representing Sweden, and ZUPANCIC representing Canada. Roberto Chiarellia of Italy is the referee here on this bronze medal match. Well, that was a little bit exciting on that final. Have you calmed down?
Yeah, I actually had the camera, but when I saw the throw, because I wanted to watch it live, I turned the camera on, and when the referee signaled Ippon, I got the reaction of the crowd, so awesome.
Well, this is a young lady, ZUPANCIC, that we're just seeing on screen now, that's had a brilliant performance, hasn't she?
Yeah, she is something special in judo. She reminds me of Kate Hudson, you know the actress Kate Hudson?
Yes.
But like obviously a lot
just
stronger.
A lot physical. She lost to Sanne van Dijk of the Netherlands to get into the final, but here battles away now for that bronze medal up against the number 1 seed of the day, which was Anna BERNHOLM of Sweden.
I think she doesn't want to play any games here. I think she wants to end this quick and go home with a medal counter. Oh gosh.
Oh.
You got to be careful when it's the same-handed people for a sloppy attack. If you're not completely committed with your body leaning forward, you can get count. We practice that. We drill that at practice. Here she goes for that
the
triangle.
sankaku, the sankaku turn there.
Really popular today.
It is. It's very popular because there's a lot of options you can go for.
Like she's
you
going
can have
for
the
arm.
sankaku-jime, and you can have the hold down as well from there. So there's various options if you can get connected, and it is difficult. Plus, you can go from falling from one direction to the next, from left to right, or even directly over the top with it. So, but you have to be very flexible. There's no doubt about it. You have to have good, flexible movement.
When I was a junior, I was competing at the senior nationals, and I didn't even know of this technique. And somebody got me in it. I was expecting mate, and it was Ippon.
Well, we had quite a few in Great Britain that were very strong in the sankaku-jime. Gareth Brown being one of them. It was won an Olympic medal for doing it, and he could come from every angle. He was a master at the sankaku-jime. Very, very good.
I remember when I was 16, we had a whole seminar based on sankaku and from everywhere. The front, the back, on top, underneath, side.
Oh, there's so many variations of it. It's a great technique. Well, you've got a brilliant hold there, as you can see, the gripping style of ZUPANCIC. She draws in from the high collar, the elbows tucked in very nicely, bracing down as she bends the knees slightly, giving her that softer movement that she can vary her from left to right.
And that even wears, if nothing comes out of that particular moment, it wears down your opponent for sure.
Well, it looks very positive, and it looks like she can change, and it makes obviously BERNHOLM look very uncomfortable and untidy as well. As you can see, she's really struggling with that grip. Yeah. She's hooking in for the ouchigari, but she falls on her face because she's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To avoid the situation, to avoid the grip, she then goes down to ground. And ZUPANCIC is there comfortable in the niwaza.
Yeah, and when you start the technique in a not a favorable position, it's not most likely not going to end well. Here she goes again.
Yeah, she's tying up that arm this time, which gives her a better opportunity to be much more flexible in what she's trying to go, whether it's the hold down.
She's going to get that foot out now. Let's see.
She needs to tie the head up. She hasn't done that as yet, so a lot of effort's going into concentrating on the leg, but she really needs to tidy up the upper part of the body first.
She should be careful she doesn't get both legs. Although that's sufficient right there, mate. Well, she's looking good. Minute 20 left.
Well, she's looking stronger out here at this moment. ZUPANCIC obviously is taking full control in the pace of this contest right now, right from the beginning, and BERNHOLM really hasn't actually settled in to this contest as yet. She gets the lapel, throws the arm over. She's now got a better grip, but as you can see, ZUPANCIC with that left hand high on there controls nicely. And once more tries to travel around her opponent in the niwaza. She's got the hands on the belt trying to get past those legs.
She's content to stand up. Not time to slow down yet, ladies. Here we go. Minute to go, no score.
Well, 2 Shidos to Supanic, and that's where she's got to be very careful. She can't afford to
Yeah.
make any mistakes. It could forfeit that medal. BERNHOLM really just making sure she doesn't make him, but I think she's going to try tactically. She hasn't been anywhere close to being able to score, whether it's been in Niwaza or the Tachiwaza. So tactically, is she trying to just make sure that Supanic goes for that third and final Shido, making her, closing it down, making her look passive. She might make herself look passive as well, but she can afford to take one Shido if it's 50-50.
Yeah, yeah, if you're both going to get one, absolutely. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad tactic to slow it down and try and get both, each get one. 9 seconds. It looks like they're going to be content to go into golden score here.
Well, it's been a bit of a tough match, considering that Supanic was, for me, looks the stronger of the grouping. Finds herself in a really vulnerable situation now, going into this golden score. It doesn't reflect of what we've actually been seeing between the pair of them.
Yeah, it looks like she was outclassing BERNHOLM, but there's no score. So
there's no score, but there is those 2 Shidos. Sutemi was her attempt. Sumigeshi. Floyd to get down into the ground.
Let's use this now. That's a good position to start with.
Supanic, yes, she's clever down there. She's had 2 really strong opportunities there. Sadly, didn't pay off, but look at those legs again, tied up around the head. The sankaku.
That looks pretty tight right there.
That's tight. She's got that foot right behind the knee. Now she rotates her opponent over. She's getting the osakumi. That's what I think she's looking for right now.
Oh, she just has to. There it is.
She's got, and there it is.
It's funny because BERNHOLM's now she's on her back. Okay, that's a horrible position to be in. Her arm is also tucked behind the knee, so she really has one arm there.
When you look at it, it's the twist on the knee as well. You can't really bridge so much when that the ankle is pulled back on yourself.
Oh my gosh, that's a horrible position. It looks like she's good. That's it. There she goes. Bronze medal. Yeah, Kelita ZUPANCIC from not only Canada but Ontario.
And BERNHOLM from Sweden takes another medal, and she's a consistent athlete, but she takes a 5th place this time. It's not on the podium where she wanted to be, but still a good placing in this tournament when you're defeated. 38 athletes were participating, so it's not a bad day's job.
That has to be quite the relief for her to get back on the podium.
Oh, definitely. Well, it's a long way to come, isn't it, to go home without a medal. And she looks pretty relieved with herself there, doesn't she?
Yeah, she sure does. Good for her. Look at that face.
That says it all, doesn't it?
She's determined.
That's definitely a fighting face, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, it was judo fighters, and then we became judo players. But I don't know. I like being a fighter. Yeah, I'm a fighter.
Well, players.
If they were judo lovers, I'd be a judo lover, but instead of a judo fighter. But I guess I love judo.
I suppose that sort of fight makes it much more aggressive, but you can't say that isn't aggressive out there.
Yeah.
There was a real aggressive approach to that contest there, no doubt about it.
And that hold down
I
looked
wouldn't
very
say that
violent.
they were